We are back from your regular math page. So this is reviewing. It's a new concept because it's got the box at the top of the page, but it's an old concept, but we're reviewing it very well. So it's more multiplication with carrying. So you know that when we work multiplication problems, we sometimes have to carry over. So we need to make sure that we do that carry over with our plus sign like we've been doing all year long. That does not change. Carrying in a problem with two-digit factors is just as easy. Before we multiply the tens digit, we can cross out the carrying numbers that we carried over from when we multiplied the ones digit. So what we're going to simply do is, and some of you are getting this now, I'm glad to see that it's finally clicking. We don't worry about the 3 right now. All we're doing is worrying about the ones place. The top digit factor times my ones place. 28 times 4 is what I'm thinking about and worrying about and getting ready for. So 28 times 4, 8 times 4 equals 32. We bring our 2 down, bring our 3 over with a plus sign, and then we multiply going across, just like we learned months ago. 2 times 4 equals 8 plus my 3, which equals 11. Very good. So my top digit is already set, my partial product, because I did everything on the top times my ones place. 8 times 4, 32. 2 times 4, 8 plus 3, 11. Then, yes, put your 0. 0, 0. Put your 0. 0, 0. Put your 0. 0, 0. 0, 0. Okay, make sure to put your 0. Now, as I was saying, before we multiply the tens digit, we can cross out what we were just using to get to this top answer, our partial product, our first partial product. Because now we're going to multiply everything on the top times my tens place. That's why I put the 0, 0, 0. So that way I will know that this is the tens place. It's 8 times 3 and then 2 times 3. We multiply always the first digit in the ones place, then the tens place. So 8 times 3 is 24. My 4 comes down and my 2 goes on top. And this is why I've crossed that out, because I'm not going to add 5 when I add my tens place to my tens place. No, I'm just going to add the 2. That 3 I already used. So that's done. That's why you cross it out. It makes it easier for you to see that. And then you simply multiply 2 times 3, 6 plus 2, 8. So 840 at the bottom, okay? And if I had 28 times 3, it'd be 84. And then if it's a tens place, 840, okay? So think that through carefully. Like I said, it's just the same as writing 28 times 4 and writing 28 times 3, but for 28 times 3, you have a 0 in the ones place because you're multiplying by 10. Then you simply add up your two partial products to find the answer, to find the actual product. 2 and 0, 4 plus 1, and 8 plus 1. And our answer is 952. Okay? Very quick and easy to do. Now look at our next one. 6 times 4, so we're doing 46 times 4. That's all we're worrying about. We don't need, it's not 54 right now, because that's ridiculous. We can't do that. Well, we can do all things. But that right now is not what we're going to even look at, because it's going to be so much easier if we just focus on one step at a time. Only one step at a time. Okay? That is the way the Lord will. Sorry, I just really want to sing it because it's such a good, even goes with this. Lead me one step at a time. Okay? So we're doing one step at a time. 46 times 4 is all we're worrying about. Okay? 6 times 4. 24. My 4 comes down. My 2 comes over with a plus sign. And then I multiply 4 times 4, 16 plus 2, 18. Yes, 184 is my answer. See that? Because I did 6 times 4, 24, 4 times 4, 16 plus 2, 18. Just if we were to put that over to the side, what it's going to look like. And then put my 0, 0, 0. Yes, my 0, 0, 0. Put your 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. You see me looking through you. Put your 0 in the ones place. Then cross out that extra carried over number, because now we're going to multiply everything on the top times my tens place. 46 times 5. What is 6 times 5? 30. So we bring our 0 next to our other 0, and we bring our 3 up with a plus sign. And then I multiply 4 times 5, which is 20 plus 3, 23. So my 3 comes here and my 2 goes here. And I'm into the thousands place, so I better put a comma. And then I add my partial products together to get my final answer. 4 plus 0, 8 plus 0, 1 plus 3, and 0 plus 2. 2,484. Makes sense, right? It's pretty simple. If you break it down the way you're supposed to, that's what you're doing. The big takeaway today is make sure to cross out this extra number that you carried over. When you first carried over, cross that out before you go and finish the second partial product. All right, next one, 74 times 35. Well, that's a lot, so we're just going to focus on 74 times 5 first. 4 times 5, we know how to do those. That's an easy one. That's 20. My 0 comes down, my 2 goes up with a plus sign because that says 20, okay? Now I multiply my tens place times my 5. 7 times 5, 35 plus 2, 37. So I write 7 next to my 0 and 3. 370 is my answer. And then I need to remember to cross out my carryover number, the number that I carried over, and I need to put my 0, 0, 0. Put your 0, 0, 0 in the partial product number 2 place, okay? Underneath that first partial product, you are going to put a 0, 0, 0 first, underneath, in the ones place. Then I can multiply everything on the top times my tens place. Oh, I don't even think I brought you closer to me. Sorry, guys. Hopefully you were able to see those other ones. But so we have our 0 as the first digit of our other partial product. So that way we can get used to that. Every single time we're putting that 0 there. Then I multiply times my tens place. 74 times 3. 4 times 3, then 7 times 3. But I already crossed out my additional carryover number because I don't need to carry that anymore because I already carried it the one time that I needed to. Make sense? Okay, so 4 times 3, 12. Bring your 2 down. And my 1 goes on top. This is why I crossed this out, so that way it helps me to know that plus 2 is done. I don't need to do this plus 2 anymore. Now I'm just worrying about the plus 1. 7 times 3, 21 plus 1, 22. And we bring our 2 and our 2 and our comma. And then we have to add those partial products together. 0 plus 0, 7 plus 2, 3 plus 2, and 2 plus 0. 2,590. Okay? Very simple. One more that I want to show you. So down here, and we're going to look on that one carefully. Not 37 times 44, but 37 times 4. 7 times 4, 28. 28. Then I do 3 times 4. 12 plus 2. 14. Very good. Now I have to do my 0, 0, 0, and cross out the number that I carried over because I'm not using anymore. Now, after I put my 0 in the ones place, I'm simply multiplying 37 times 4. Wait, what? Yeah, times the tens place 4 though. Not the ones place again, times the tens place. 7 times 4, 28 again. With a plus 2, 3 times 4, 12 again, plus 2, 14 again. And look at the difference between these two numbers. 148, 1,480. Only because that 0 is there, because this is the tens place, is it changed. Because it's the same number, so it should be the same. And now we add our partial products. 8, 4 plus 8, 12, carry over the 1, 1 plus 1, 2 plus 4, 6, and then 1 plus 0 is 1. 1,628. Okay, so take out page 297. Just really quickly want to talk with you through it, and then we'll let you go and you can pre-practicing. Okay, more multiplication with carrying. First, multiply the top factor by the ones digit in the bottom factor. So you're multiplying everything on top, basically, times the ones place. That's all it's saying, okay? Carry if needed. If you don't need to carry, don't it's 6, but I'm going to put a 1 over top because we're supposed to be carrying. No, only carry if you need to. Don't make it 16 if the answer is 6, okay? So carry if needed, and then cross out that carrying number after you're done using it. So use it and then cross it out. 2, next, multiply the top factor by the tens digit in the bottom factor. And again, carry if needed. So you're multiplying both numbers on the top times my tens place. And again, you carry if it's necessary. Add the two partial products together. So that's what you are doing for section 1. Write the quotients. So look at those carefully. Now, if you guys find another mistake, I know Jackson and Zoe found mistakes on one of the last pages where it just did not have anything remotely right. So good catch, good call on that. I didn't check the exact correctness of this problem, but if you find something, let me know, because it's definitely interesting how that happens sometimes. But you're going to work carefully on section 1, writing those quotients. No, that's the problem. It's not quotients. It's supposed to be write the products. Yes, yes. High five, no, elbow bumps, and bonus points, because that is good. That's not good. It's not quotient, so cross that out, because quotient is with division, not multiplication. So write the products. Wow. That's the second page that we found something on in the past, few days. So then number 2, solve the story problems. Read them through carefully because there might be mistakes. But this is a 3-step story problem. Okay. He bought a gallon of paint for $27.98, a mop for $20.05, 3 packages of sponges for $3.46. Okay. Then it says, how much change did he get back from $75? So first of all, we need to figure out how much he paid for the sponges, because it just says 3 packages, $3.46 each. So he didn't pay $3.46 for all 3. Each package cost $3.46. So we have to multiply 3 times those. Then you're going to add all of those things, the $27.98 for a mop and $20.05 for or $27.98 for paint and $20.05 for a mop, and then the 3 packages of sponges and what they cost. And then you add all that together. After you've done that, then you go back and you take what total number he had. He had this much money. How much change did he get back? So you take that total amount of money that he had, and then you subtract it from whatever you figured out he had been spending, and that will give you your final answer. So work carefully. I think you can figure it out. I don't want to take too much time, so I'm just going to let you think that through. But we'll go through it tomorrow if I see it becoming a problem. Then, Olivia's family went on vacation. They traveled 276 miles on Monday, twice as far on Tuesday as on Monday. So twice from Monday into Tuesday, and 1/3 as far on Wednesday as on Tuesday. So it's not both of them going back to Monday. So you've got to figure out how far they traveled on Tuesday, because you know how much they traveled on Monday, 276. Twice that on Tuesday, 1/3 of that on Thursday, on Wednesday. And then how far did they travel on all 3 days? So then you're going to find out those two answers from Tuesday and Thursday. And then you're going to add that all up with the miles that they've already gone and see what you come up with, okay? Then on the back, write the answers. So look at those carefully. They're measurement problems, so write those in neatly. Then solve the equation and check. Then, which is what we just did on the board in the last video, find the average. Remember, add carefully. We're not adding carefully. And then divide, and it's going to be a whole number. If you get a fraction or a remainder, then you haven't done it correctly. Section 6, reduce these fractions to the lowest. Even if it doesn't say to the lowest, it means to the lowest terms. So you're taking 15/20ths and going as low as you can. What big number can I divide both by to get to the smallest numbers that I have? Okay. Then 7, write the number. So they give it in word form and you write it. And then you are writing the number of bills and coins that are needed for $77.23. And that's it. Okay. So work carefully on this. Think carefully. I know you can do it. I'll be checking, but do your very, very best. All right. I'm proud of you. I love you, and I will see you soon.